Every Christmas for 15 years, someone left a wrapped gift on my porch. The year it didn't arrive, I finally learned who had been sending them. When I was 14, my dad walked out 3 days before Christmas. He didn't leave a note. He didn't call. He simply packed a suitcase while Mom was at work and disappeared. That Christmas was the quietest our house had ever been. We couldn't afford presents. Mom tried to pretend everything was fine. She wrapped old books in newspaper just so my little sister would have something to open. Then, just before sunrise on Christmas morning, I heard a knock. No one was there. Only a single wrapped gift sitting on our porch. Inside was a brand new winter coat, exactly my size. No name, no card, just a tiny tag that read, "Merry Christmas." The next year, another gift appeared. This time it was art supplies. The year after that, a second-hand laptop. Then college textbooks. Every Christmas, one carefully chosen gift appeared on our porch. Never anything expensive. Just exactly what I needed that year. When I started college, it was a backpack. When I got my first apartment, it was a toolbox. When I became a teacher, it was a fountain pen engraved with my initials. Every year, I tried to catch whoever left it. Every year, I failed. The gifts always appeared between midnight and sunrise. 15 Christmases passed. Then, on my 29th Christmas, nothing. I waited until noon. Then sunset. Nothing. For the first time in my life, Christmas felt strangely empty. Not because I expected a present, because someone who had quietly been part of my life for 15 years had suddenly disappeared. 2 weeks later, I received a phone call. "Are you Emma Collins?" "Yes. I'm calling from St. Matthew's Hospice. A patient asked us to contact you." I had never heard of the patient. His name was Arthur Miller. When I arrived, the nurse smiled. "He wasn't sure you'd come." Arthur was in his 80s, thin, weak, but smiling. "I suppose you're wondering about Christmas?" I nodded. He laughed softly. "I couldn't make the trip this year. I wasn't strong enough." I sat there, completely confused. "You were the one leaving the gifts," he nodded. Then he reached into his bedside drawer and handed me a faded newspaper clipping. It was dated 15 years earlier. The headline described a local family abandoned just before Christmas. There was a photo of me and my mother carrying groceries. Arthur pointed to the picture. "I saw this in the newspaper. I remembered what it felt like." He told me that when he was 12, his own father had disappeared the week before Christmas. A stranger had anonymously left gifts on his porch every year until he became an adult. Arthur never discovered who that person was, so, after seeing our story, he decided to become that stranger for someone else. "I wasn't replacing your father. I just wanted Christmas to hurt a little less." Tears rolled down my face. "You changed my life," he smiled. "No, I reminded you that kindness still existed." A month later, Arthur passed away peacefully. That Christmas, I wrapped a backpack full of school supplies. I left it anonymously on the porch of a family whose house had recently burned down. No note, no name, just a tag. "Merry Christmas." It's been 7 years. Every December, another family receives a mysterious gift. Maybe they'll never know who left it. That's okay. Because the best kindness isn't the kind that gets remembered for the person who gave it. It's the kind that inspires someone else to keep it going. Sometimes, the greatest legacy isn't money. It's a tradition of hope passed from one stranger to another. If you discovered that a stranger had quietly changed your life for years without ever asking for thanks, how would you honor their memory?